another sit down video because there's nothing interesting going on in my life to vlog. But hi guys, welcome to book recommendations. Now if you know me, you must know that I absolutely adore books. Books are my everything. I can read forever and ever and I won't get tired of it. So if you are new to reading or if you want to experiment with different genres, then this video might be for you. A little disclaimer before we get into this video, I am not the biggest romance reader. I don't read a lot of romance novels, so if you want to try new romance books, then this video might not be for you. The only romance novels I've read are classics by Jane Austen, but you will definitely get to see mysteries and fictional books and classics and books for kids, and I've divided this video into different categories. So let's get started. So I'm Maharashtrian and I decided to put in a few Marathi books as well, but it doesn't mean that you have to read them in Marathi. I am sure they're translated in other languages as well. So the first book is Ramayana. It is a religious book, but it is such a good read. It teaches you so many things and it is also fun to read. So I absolutely love Ramayana. And the next one is also religious. It's Mahabharata. These two books teach so many good values and they're amazing books. You can read them just for fun and it won't disappoint you. Next one is Illi Orchid and Me. This book is about Vitthal Kamath. If you know him, you know how inspirational he is. He started off with just an idli stall and now he owns a chain of 5-star eco-friendly restaurants all over the world. Very inspirational story, definitely a good book to read. The next category of books is books for kids. These books are, not that older people can't read them, it's just they are more enjoyable for kids because of the different illustrations and the colors and all of that's fun for kids. So the first series of books is Geronimo Stilton. Now I know these are very very famous and a lot of people must have heard about it. They're actually a really good read. There are different books, there are special editions, and there's just so many books to choose from. And Geronimo also has this sister, Thea Stilton, so both the series are really fun to read. The next series is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. These are also a set of books. There are just so many to choose from. It's a diary of a kid and I think it's pretty entertaining, so you can give it a try if you want. Now let's move on to my favorite category of books. This category is the classics of literature. They're the old novels written by old personalities. They're pretty famous and I absolutely love each and every one of them. So the first book is Little Women. That is my absolute favorite classic. It is such a good book. It's very relaxing and laid back. The story is about the 4 March sisters, Meg, Jo, Amy and Beth. Meg is the oldest and she wants a comfortable life, she's mature. Jo on the other hand is kind of opposite of Meg and she wants to be a writer when she grows up. She's very nice at writing. Beth is shy and she's very musically talented, she plays really well. And the last one, Amy is the person who wants luxuries and she's artistic and she's amazing. I love her. She's one of my favorite characters actually. And the story revolves around these 4 sisters. It is about youth to adulthood and all of those transitions, and it's a really fun book. It's family and friends and I'm sure you would like it. I love it. So the next book, it is very famous, pretty famous. The book is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I absolutely love this book. The book's main plot is basically about Elizabeth and how she despises Mr. Darcy at first because he's very proud and not nice, he's rude, and then later she finds out more things about him, and then it's just about the evolving relationship. That's the main plot. There's just so many things happening at the same time. It is about the old society for women and it's actually a really good book. The only thing that I found challenging was the English because it's written in Old English, so it could be challenging to read, but it's amazing. The book is really nice. The next book is also one of my favorites. The book is Anne of Green Gables. The book is about Anne Shirley. She is a very imaginative young girl, and she's an orphan. And now she was mistakenly sent to this brother and sister who actually wanted a boy. Anne is the kind of girl who's very imaginative. She makes fake scenarios in her head. I think this book is very, very fun to read. I absolutely love this book. I'm saying that for every book, but what can I do? I love books. The next book is Emily of New Moon. It is also pretty similar to Anne of Green Gables. It is about a young orphan who was sent to live with her relatives after her father died. It is about her life, what she experiences while growing up, and all of those good things and it's a really heartfelt book. I think good books are the ones that make you feel all emotions, and I definitely think this one is a really good read. This next book is pretty well known. It is The Diary of Anne Frank. It is about a young teenager Jewish girl, Anne Frank, and the diary is basically the personal accounts of her hiding from the Nazis and how the life was in hiding and the struggles that they had to face. The book is about how she hoped for a better future, and it is all in all a really good book. The next book is Jane Eyre. Now some people pronounce it Jane Eyre, and it doesn't really matter. It's fine. It's just a good book. That's all that matters. The book is about this young girl Jane, and she had a very challenging life and a harsh childhood, being raised by her aunt. Her aunt was very cruel. The book is about Jane navigating her life and new experiences, and the book is also about the old society and gender equality, and it's a very fun book. I absolutely love that book. The next book is David Copperfield. I love Charles Dickens' writings. They're amazing. So, David Copperfield is about a boy named David, obviously. His mother died after giving birth to him, and his father was very cruel. So he had a difficult life. And then when he became a teenager, he was sent to live with his aunt, and the aunt was really nice to him, and he got a good education, and he grew up to become a writer. The book is basically about life, love, betrayal, success. I think it's a really good book. That is the reason why I love classics. All of them are good books, but it's definitely a fun read. The next book is also by Charles Dickens. It is A Christmas Carol. I absolutely love this book. It is such a classic. I think this was the first classic that I read. I'm pretty sure. It's either this one or it's Pride and Prejudice. But this book is about Ebenezer Scrooge, who is this miserable man. He hates Christmas, and on Christmas Eve, there are 3 ghosts who come and visit him. The ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. The past one shows him his past, and the present shows him the struggles and all the happiness as well in life, and the future ghost shows him his future if he doesn't change himself and he is always miserable. The book is really nice. It teaches good values as well, so definitely a fun read. Another book by Charles Dickens. It is Great Expectations. The book is about a boy named Pip, and he used to live with his sister and her husband, and one day his life changed when he was given a fortune by a mysterious patron. And so he moves to London, he becomes a gentleman, and then he realizes that wealth and social status and all of those things come with great complexities. Such a classic. Next book is Tom Sawyer. The book is about Tom Sawyer. He is a very mischievous boy, always gets in trouble with his aunt. The book is about him and his friends, including Huckleberry Finn. The book is about how they always get into trouble and, life's adventures and all of those things. I think it's a fun read, and you should definitely try it out. The next book and the last classic is Heidi. Heidi is about a girl named Heidi who lives in the Swiss Alps with her grandfather, and her life is amazing in the mountains, but then she's sent to live in the city to care for this young girl. The book is about how she misses her home back in the mountains and how she's homesick. The book is all about that. The book also uses great imagery. I was literally imagining the whole Swiss Alps and the mountains and the beautiful, beautiful places. It is an amazing book. And we're done with the classics. I love all of those books. You can definitely try them out. Let's move on to the next category of books, fictional books. My most favorite book series is the Harry Potter series. I have talked about this enough in my other videos as well. I absolutely love these books. I don't think I can ever explain how much I love them. It is a series of 7 books, and it is about this boy named Harry, who is an orphan, and he learns on his 11th birthday that he is a wizard, and he has to go to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. There he meets 2 of his friends, Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger, and the book is about how he struggles to defeat this dark wizard, Lord Voldemort, who killed his parents. That is the central plot. Each book is about 1 year in Harry's life at Hogwarts. That is such a good book series. I absolutely love them. I'll tell you one thing though, before you think about watching the movies, please read the books, because the books and the movies don't clearly 100% match. The movies are amazing as well, I won't lie, but read the books first. Out the 7 Harry Potter books in order for you guys so you don't get confused. The first book is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It is also called the Philosopher's Stone. It's just different names for the US and UK. It's nothing different, it's the same book. The second book is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. The third one is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. The fourth one is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. The fifth one is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. The sixth one is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And the last one is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Amazing books. All of them are worth reading. The next book series is the Percy Jackson book series. It is about this young demigod, Percy Jackson. He learns that he is the son of a god. I'm not going to tell which god, but you will find it out in the first book itself. It's nothing very secretive. So, the book is basically about Greek mythology and monsters and heroes and gods, and how Percy Jackson and his 2 friends, Annabeth and Grover, try to stop a prophecy from coming true. It is a really good book. I love these books too. It is kind of like Harry Potter, except it's Greek mythology. It's fun. The Percy Jackson books in order, the 5 main ones are Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse, Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth, and Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian. All of them are amazing books. Never could go wrong with Rick Riordan, can you? The last book series is the Chronicles of Narnia. The 3 book series that I listed out are basically kind of similar to each other. The Chronicles of Narnia is about these kids that are sent to Narnia. Narnia is basically a world created by this great Asian lion, and it is about battles, the good, the evil, magical creatures, and it's a fictional book, really fun to read. Percy Jackson, Harry Potter, and Narnia are very similar to each other, but it's completely different stories, so definitely good read. And we're done with fictional books. The last category of this video is going to be mystery books. I absolutely love these as well. The first one is a classic murder mystery by Agatha Christie. It is The Murder on the Orient Express. It is basically about a wealthy man being murdered on this luxurious Orient Express. Orient Express was traveling from Istanbul to Calais. It is a really nice book. Hercule Poirot, the antagonist of this book, is asked to solve the case about who murdered, and it is a good plot twist at the end, so definitely a good book to read. And the next book is One of Us is Lying. It is again a murder mystery. It is about these 5 classmates that are in detention together, and one of them, Simon, dies during detention. And so the 4 friends are now left as suspects, and each of them has a different motive, and there's lies, and it's a good book. It's a good murder mystery. This next book is the sequel to the previous one. It is One of Us is Next. This book is about a truth or dare game that turns deadly. The students are forced to confront their lies and secrets, and the characters basically try and find out who started this deadly game and who's behind all of it. It is a really good book and definitely a good read. You should try it out. The next book is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Very famous. There's a new Netflix show on it as well. The book is basically about a girl named Pip and she investigates a murder case that was closed years ago for her school project. The case was basically about how Sal Singh allegedly killed Andy Bell. She finds out a lot of unexpected truths, and it is a good mystery book. Definitely a good read. The next book is the sequel to the previous one. It is Good Girl, Bad Blood. It is about, again, Pip, and now she's turned into this amateur sleuth after solving the first case. And now she has to investigate another case when a friend goes missing. And she finds out a lot of things, new mysteries. It's a really nice book as well. The last book of this video and the last book of the trilogy is As Good as Dead. It is again about Pip and how she was trying to move on with her life, and then she finds out that she has a stalker and there's someone who's threatening her and her loved ones are in danger. This is again such a good mystery as she tries to find out who that person is. She learns so much more about other things as well. Such a good book. I think this is one of the best ones of the trilogy. Definitely a good book. And we're at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Those are all the books that I wanted to recommend to you. If you guys have any recommendations for me, then please leave them in the comments and I will definitely try and check them out. Thank you so much for watching again, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.